everybody, and once again you have joined us. We are playing D&D apidged. There's me, Gideon Morningwood, James Gundrick, the not so grumpy dwarf anymore, and
hello.
Lyra, the half elf.
Hello.
We're joined by our amazing dungeon master, Mr. Pidge.
Hi.
Last episode, Gideon got pwned by wolves, not before swinging like a windmill and taking a fuck ton of them out. But anyway, Pidge will elaborate on that.
So our heroes got a letter from Kerib saying that his informant who lives in Vandus has sent a letter saying that the tower has appeared, it's been spotted. So you head off towards Vandus in a horse and cart. You get to Hecate's Rest, which is this big manor house in Crossroad. Hecate's the god of Crossroads, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Oh, right. Interesting.
You take part of the Silver Moon Seance and get a buff of Astoria. You then carry on down the road, but while camping, get ambushed by a fucking huge pack of wolves, like 30 wolves. And Gideon gets mauled and knocked unconscious, but doesn't take any serious injury.
Yeah.
The horse wasn't so lucky and gets its rope ripped
The
out.
horse had a name.
His rope ripped out. Horse is
Gets its throat ripped
The
out.
horse,
Our
the
heroes,
four-legged friend, got destroyed.
our heroes.
You're right. You're having trouble speaking tonight.
I know, it's because I'm trying to speak quickly. Our heroes were rescued by 3 of the highway guard. I wouldn't say rescued, but yeah, rescued. By 3 of the highway guard who
rescued.
killed the leader of the wolves. Half the wolves panic and just flee. Lyra dispatches the final 2. And the lone wolf looks at Gundrick and goes, and then runs. Gideon has been revived with no serious injury. Your cart has been toppled over with minimal damage. It's been tethered to one of the highway guard's horses. And you are being escorted to Vandus. I probably should have put the music on.
Yeah.
So we meet our heroes
Quiet.
arriving at Vandus. You've been travelling through the night and through half of the day. So, most of the day actually. So it's around about 4 p.m. now. As you get to the to Vandus gates, the highway guard untether their horse and basically bid you farewell and ride back off down.
Farewell, guardsman.
Thank you.
Okay, so you arrive at Vandus. The town is quite large, quite for these parts, which is mostly just like fields. It's probably inhabited by around 1,500 people. No, 1,500 people. Sorry.
It's quite a lot of people.
It has no like big outer wall like Upton Fields, just like a little slate and mortar one, or like little Welsh towns.
Yeah.
Most of the buildings are made of stone with thatched roofs. They all only have 1 floor really. A lot of them have big tannery racks outside of them, or are decorated with animal hides or skulls. You get a very hunty feel out of it. There's like pheasants and stuff hanging from windowsills.
Pelts and stuff.
Hares, things like that. The streets aren't paved whatsoever in most areas, and they're just compact dirt with like cuts in them from where wagons have gone back into. And each building has big, large alleyways between them. They're not set out in like compact things like Upton Fields is. All the place seems a lot more homely than Upton Fields. The buildings aren't as compact. The northern and eastern parts of the town have this massive forest in the distance, which you assume is the Rulik Forest. You can hear all these like chirping birds and things in there. From the looks of it looks like a relatively ordinary woods. There are these like waystones set outside of it, and that's all you've noticed in entering. So you are looking for a hunter's lodge called the Firefly.
Excellent. So, was there any like designated shops or anything that's
There are
around?
shops. There are some general stores. There's a hunter's lodge, which is like hunter's supplies, and there's also 1 magic shop.
Makes no difference to me. I have no gold.
Oh, there's also a temple to Artemis.
Ah, the guy that's hunting.
Excellent. Well, I believe we should make haste to meet up with our contact here.
Lies. So,
Sorry about the clap. I had to dispatch a moth.
do you all just want to go to the Firefly?
Yeah, we'll go to the Firefly, meet our contact, then we'll rest up a little bit. and
What
then
name?
head to the
Firefly.
I need
Good
to
movie.
heal. Oh god, what
Is
was
that
that?
serious?
TV series.
Sorry, yeah, series.
Nathan Fillion.
I'm gonna
TV
heal while we
Firefly.
walk, I guess.
It's Synergy that's the film.
7. You heal 7.
Yeah, Gideon's gonna use
Heal again.
1, 2 healing surges.
You don't
as
have
well.
any healing surges.
Oh yeah, use them all.
I've got 6, so I'm going to use half of those. Actually, no, we're going to rest.
Well,
We're going to rest before
You're
we
probably
start.
going to rest
Yeah.
in a bit, so you'll
So
be
yeah,
alright.
I'll use them all.
Okay, so you get to the Firefly.
Which is probably going to heal me. So look.
Okay. The Firefly is one of many hunting lodges in Vandus. It's basically a bar for hunters. It's the kind of place where hunters come back from their weary day just to tell tales of the things they've hunted and drink away their profit.
You should have seen the size of this boar. It was this big.
Yeah, he goes, that's nothing. I found a snake 6 times the size of your mother.
I found a troll. But it was small.
And I found a snake that was Graham's number big. And he's like, how big's Graham numbers? And it's a number so mathematically large that if you wrote down every number the size of an atom, you could not fit it in the universe.
You hear someone goes, what's an atom?
Approximately the size of your mama. Anyway.
That made no sense.
I don't know. Shut up. So yeah, you go into the Firefly. The outside of the building is stone with a simple wooden plaque over it with a carving of a firefly that says "The Firefly" on it.
No shit.
No shit. You go in and the place is very similar to an inn, like Drunken Donkey size inn. It's not too massive.
Is it kind of like the Drunken Huntsman? In,
I don't know what that is.
Whiterun.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
There's a rack of bottles along the left-hand side of the wall. There's a large fireplace on the right. Tables scattered around. Several patrons sit around drinking and talking. Most of them have some sort of bow and quiver over their backs. They're all wearing pretty normal clothing. Every single person is human. As you walk in, a woman approaches you. She is around 30 to 35. She has long caramel blonde hair and a ponytail. She's wearing a white shirt tucked into brown pants. She instantly walks over to you as you walk in and goes, Gideon and Lyra, I presume.
Yes, indeed. And you must be... What's the name again? What's the name of the contact?
Idris.
You must be Idris.
He goes, yes, I am. Kero told me that you were coming.
Indeed. You're an associate of his?
He goes, I am his sister-in-law.
Oh, very nice. I presume you're a wizard as well, then?
Oh,
No. I'm seriously a humble proprietor.
Oh, fair enough then.
She's Alyssa's sister.
How attractive is she?
Let me roll a charisma check for her.
She's ugly as fuck.
She's alright.
She's I.
Gundrix is going.
She's 14, she's alright. Oh yes, I do apologise. You probably weren't told that another one of our associates was coming with us on the journey. This is Gundrick Ironhide. He's Master Dwarf. Where did you say you were from again, Gundrick?
Landrin.
Landron.
He is Master Dwarf of Landrin.
Yes. Well, hello, Master Dwarf. Hey,
Nice to meet you.
please take a seat. And she escorts you up to a table and just brings a bottle of wine. Brings a bottle of wine for you all. Starts pouring it out.
Excellent. Ah, it's a good year.
He goes, yes, the tower was spotted on the southern borders about a week ago. It vanished back into the forest a few days later.
What do people say about this tower in
Yes.
this town?
He goes, well, what I've heard from the hunters, nobody has ever managed to get in. A few have come across it, but those that approached it saw it vanish in front of their eyes. We see it as an ill omen here. The forest itself is extremely dangerous, but it only becomes even more dangerous when the towers appear. The hunters refuse to go in when the tower is there.
Could it be that this tower exudes an evil presence over forest creatures and fairy folk?
He goes, there are many fae in the woods and many
Fey creatures, that's what
and many wild animals, but as I said, the hunters refuse to go in. We have only seen things while they are trying to escape the forest.
Things like what?
I know very little. You'll have to ask the hunters themselves.
Excellent. We shall do some research shortly. Yes, this seemed quite interesting. This tower, but we must try and gain access to it. There is something in there of great importance to our cause.
Whereabouts did the tower last appear in this forest?
He goes, we could see it from town, just on the southern border, but like I said, it vanished several days later. It must be out in the forest somewhere. This forest is miles and miles and miles of forest.
An illusion, maybe? An invisibility spell cast on the inside of it? I know not.
I only wish to gain bearings on
She
the
says,
forest.
unlike my brother-in-law, I am not adept with magic. I could not tell you.
Have you seen any sort of patterns as to when the forest appears? Like, does it go in a circle, or does it appear on maybe when it's just about to go sunset or something?
No, it does not appear. It does not seem to appear on any set day of the calendar or any kind of weather.
Interesting. Well, we'll just have to go and find out. Do you have perhaps any place for us to rest? We were attacked by a truly gigantic pack of wolves on the way here. We had much needed rest.
Yes, Karab told me that you were on your way. I have set up a humble abode in the cellar for you.
Oh, excellent.
This isn't actually an inn, by the way. It's like a bar, and in the cellar they've just set up some bedrooms.
Oh, so this is her establishment?
Yeah, this is her place.
Oh, right, okay.
Didn't know that.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Well,
She says, "I'm afraid I could not be any more helpful to you. You're going into a forest of giant badass creatures, and you're scared of a tiny moth.
I'm off for real.
A moth just gave you +3 nerve. Irony.
There wouldn't happen to be any beverages I could partake in, since we had a long travel. I've gone quite thirsty.
She's just giving you a bottle of wine.
Yeah, wine's not his thing.
Oh, it's wine not for you, Master Dwarf. Please, let me find something more to your taste.
Thank you very much.
And she comes back with a really strong ale.
That's more like it. You know a dwarf when you see one.
You drink up.
Gross.
She says, "I'm sorry I can't be any more helpful. If you ask around, some of the hunters in the Fireflies may know more."
That is quite all right, my fair lady. Your hospitality will be most useful in the days to come.
I'm gonna.
Sorry. Clara suddenly remembers why she wants to come here. Have you seen anyone maybe passing through? His name's Hanik. He doesn't look like most people. He's got like dark skin, dark hair, and he was said to be coming this way. Have you seen anyone of this kind of description or anything?
Yes. She says, Hanik, did you say?
Yeah.
You mean Lord Hanik?
Sure.
Lord?
Lord?
Yes. Try over in the western part of the town. Someone there should know him.
She stands up and just walks out. She's gone.
It is like
She's going.
night time, by the way.
Doesn't
It's like
sound-
7 o'clock.
Can I do a perception check to see anyone in the Firefly? See who Shifty you might be of interest to talk to.
Yeah. Perception away.
14. 5, I think.
You look around, you notice every single person there is a human hunter. They're all just wearing kind of regular clothes. They have like a few bags strapped to their sides. Bows and quivers over the back. Some have put them on the table. They have small pouches of presumably money. The one thing you do notice is that they all seem to have an odd red root tied to their belts, like a bright red root.
So I'll go to the nearest one and then inquire about
Is
the
this
tower.
an in route by any chance? Crimson in route.
Good evening, good fellow.
There's 3 guys at the table. So.
Can I join you?
Yo. What do you want?
We're here in these parts because we're looking for the tower.
Yes. Oh, I'd advise against that. You don't want to go in the woods while that tower's there. You'll get
why?
killed.
What sort of creatures are there when the tower appears?
What kind of creatures aren't there when the tower appears? Yes, I'm serious. You go in there, you'll die. Dwarf or not.
Why, have you tried to reach the tower before?
Yes. Yes, us hunters around here, as soon as we hear that the tower's in there, we get out of that forest as quickly as we can.
I don't know what accent he's doing.
His accent, the Vandus accent.
What's the red thing you've got tied around your waist? You all seem to have one around your waist.
Yes. Oh, this is our leper root.
A what?
Leperoo?
Leper root.
Leper.
Yes. Yeah, it's a root that grows out in the forest. The animals that live there try to stay away from it. It's very ill-tasting for them, so we use it as a repel device.
Would it work against the creatures that appear when the tower comes?
Yes. Well, I imagine it would. They're still normal animals, but they might be a bit different.
Will we be able to find this in the forest when we go?
Yes. You can just buy some from the shops around here. It's everywhere.
Thank you.
Good idea.
That's a really good idea.
I'll leave you to your drinks then.
Yes.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
You too. Then he starts carrying drinking.
Excellent. Good information gathering there, Gundry. Good information gathering.
Yep.
The hunters in these parts have a red weed we should probably gain. They seem to repel the animals in the forest.
Yes, I eavesdropped somewhat on that conversation. Indeed, I believe this would be most beneficial to our cause.
Okay.
What time is it now?
It's like 7 p.m.
The shops will be shut now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suggest we go to first light when the
Yes,
shops
we
are
shall. We shall
See you lot. Drink
sleep
up.
for the night, and then we shall explore the town
Drink and rest up.
in the morrow.
Are you chatting to Idris the rest of the night?
I reckon Gideon's going to be trying to chat her up.
Yeah.
Like, there is no bar. It's like a wall of bottles, and she just gives it to her.
Gideon's just gonna talk to her and inquire about the red roots that everyone's coming out, whether she's got any that we can like
She
have.
gives you 3 sprigs of leper root.
Yes.
I'm just
Just
going
gives it you.
to help himself to more meat.
So
and
what?
pour it into his family crest
Tell
cup.
me, Idris, what exactly is this leper root? Is it just a foul tasting, or is it foul smelling, or what are its exact properties?
Well, that leper root is dried, so it shouldn't be any problem to us. But to many of the creatures in the forest, it sends out a musk, which is very toxic should they breathe it in. So many of the forest steer clear of it. But it gives off a very subtle aroma to the animals, and it should repel some of the animals while you're out there.
Excellent. Surely this would cause problems for the hunters. They are hunting whilst these roots are on their person.
Ah, no, the kind of creatures that they hunt are not affected by the leper.
Things like rabbits and stuff like that. So would you say it's mainly fey creatures that are repelled by the musk of this root?
Sadly, I don't know that much about it.
Well,
I just know they use it as a kind of warding system.
Fascinating. Gideon starts scribbling down his little journal about the leper root and everything like that. So,
Okay.
fascinating. More research would have to be done.
Gundry was just happy to find out something might be helpful.
So you just drink the rest of the night and go to sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Rest up.
Lyra.
She's wandered off to the western.
On your own as well.
Yep,
We find
she
out
doesn't
useful
care.
information,
She's
she
finding
just doesn't.
Lord Hanique.
And the distance.
My love awaits.
Okay, so Lyra, you wander to the west side of the city. The streets are almost empty now. It's just people kind of going home and getting some sleep.
Yeah.
The houses on the west side of the city are a little larger. A lot of them have like 2 or 3 floors. They're pretty big. They look like manor houses. One of them in particular is just fucking huge. It's like a huge manor house, like 3 floors. It's got a big like bell tower at the top of it, right next to the temple of Artemis. It looks like some kind of like mayor's house, and it has this big stone wall with 2 guards. 2 guys stood outside. You actually haven't seen any guards whatsoever in this town. There's it just seems like there's no formal guard.
Everyone's
there's,
pretty
There's
tough.
2 guys that are, like everyone's a hunter.
I'm gonna go up to the 2 guys. Where are the 2 guys?
Basically there's this big manor house, and then there's this like crescent stone wall with this big gate in the front of it, and
And that's where they are.
there's just 2 guys stood there.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the 2 men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go up to the 2 men. You say, "What's your business here?"
I'm looking for Lord Hanique.
And what kind of business would you have with the son-in-law of the mayor?
In-law.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Say you're a friend.
Personal business that is my own, concerning a business proposition I have for Lord Hanique.
He goes,
I'm going to kill.
"I'm afraid that you will not get an audience unless you tell us your intention."
Well, I'm an old-time friend, and I'm kind of just looking to catch up with him, really.
Do you want to roll perception?
Yep.
Perception or charisma?
Charisma, sorry.
13?
Yeah, they actually let you in.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so they let you in, you walk up to the door, big black double doors,
Do they
with like
escort me?
copper handles. No, they just open the gate, let you in.
Oh, great.
One of them, they kind of like look over their shoulder at you as you walk in, just like keeping an eye on you.
Nice ass.
Because like, it's like this is like a purely human town. So it's pretty weird that this elf girl with a hood, goggles, and tight leather armors just walks up and go, "Can I see the mayor's son? Can I see the mayor's son-in-law?" I'm like, friends and shit. I mean, I have like 6 swords on me and a bow, but I also have pretty high charisma, if you know what I mean.
Bloody hell, that cat
Do you want to let me in? Let's go.
Pretty high charisma.
Sure.
Okay,
Yes,
I guess I knock on the door then.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Yeah.
You wait a few moments, and the big heavy door goes and opens, and there is a tall man in a black suit with slicked back hair stood there. He goes, "Yes,
I'm here to see Lord Hanik.
yes, and who would you be?"
I am Lyra.
He goes, "Lyra who?"
Lyra. Actually, I have no idea what my last name could be.
Just say like.
Lyra Swift. That's my name.
Yes.
That works. Lyra Swift.
He gestures over to the 2 guards, and they come and stand on either side of you. You say, "You will wait here while I get him."
Of course.
Closes the door. The guards kind of like they're like stood looking at the door, but every now and then look over at you.
Like,
It's like,
she just like
what the
grins
fuck
and
is
goes.
she?
That sneaking sickness
It's like-
leave much to the imagination, does it?
because like it's obvious that nothing fun ever happens in this town other than the whole hunting thing. So they're just like, "Who the fuck is this elf girl?"
Just spice up your life.
And like, even as an elf with 3 charisma, you're pretty fucking beautiful compared to like most of the people. So yeah, after a while, the door begins to open again, and Hanik is stood in the doorway. He is dressed in very fine green silk clothes, with his dark hair just like shiny and pampered. He instantly recognizes Lyra, and wide-eyed throws his arms around you. And he goes, "Lyra!" and just puts his arms around you.
Isn't he foreign?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do a racist accent.
Damn it! You do Irish?
Nah, that's not right. That's not racist.
Part of my
Plus, he was raised in.
Hello there, Lyra.
Lyra.
He's not like that.
A thousand thank yous, but that's really
No.
bad. Sorry, anybody
He
listening.
does not have that kind of.
Hello there,
accent.
Lyra. How are you feeling?
Oh,
Um,
French.
she
He goes,
just-
"Lyra," and puts his arms
Oh, is
around
he
you.
Jamaican then?
Lyra. Arms around you.
Lyra.
Do you want me to make him Jamaican?
She hugs him back very tightly.
No, I'll pass.
And then whispers in his ear going, "Where the fuck have you
The two
been?"
guys look really confused. He goes, you can go back to the gate. And he goes, come on in.
I'm coming, okay.
Come on into my pad, Lyra.
Come on in, man.
It's my regular.
Come,
reggae
take
song.
a seat.
It's
Oh
so
my
nice.
God.
I named it
Okay.
twice.
Anyway, let's stop this now. Yeah, after his surprise dwindled, he invites you into the house. As you get into the house, it's beautiful. Like, there's these potted trees everywhere, and there's this big, like, arcing staircase going up to another thing. There's doorways on either side. There's these beautiful curtains on all the windows. All the windows are really nicely metal clad. And he takes you into a room on the right hand side.
Giggity. I just want to get nailed.
He's like, how do I take this armor off? We've established it has no zip.
It does have a zip.
Does it?
Yeah, so he takes you into the lounge. The room is elegantly decorated. A bear pelt rug lies in front of a big stone fireplace.
He lays down and says, "Come on,
Stop
join me."
it. Don't ruin this.
You're not here. You're busy drawing pictures of roots, okay?
We're like that little evil angel,
Yeah.
like devil. And
Anyway,
on
guys,
shoulders,
let's get through this. The room is elegantly decorated. There's a bear pelt in front of a stone fireplace. The furniture is very high quality. They look like the padded chairs from the Matrix. And Hanik, he goes, take a seat. And you take a seat on a sofa nearby, and he sits in his chair next to the fireplace. He then gestures to the servant who opened the door, and the servant walks away. I did a little mini burp again. Okay, so he goes, so what brings you here?
You,
He goes,
basically.
me? You've been looking for me all this time?
Yeah.
He goes, oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like, you know, I've had to go under the water or to the ocean or for a giant thing or had a bit of the past brought up or anything. Where the fuck have you been?
He goes, calm down. Let me explain.
Okay.
I was arrested
Yes.
for seducing a lady of nobility.
Yes, we know this.
You know that. I'm sorry that we had to part ways in such terrible circumstances.
I had to watch you get carted away with your pants around your bloody ankles.
Sorry. But the woman I was trying... it wasn't like in mid...
In mid
Figuratively
thrust.
It wasn't like
Figuratively
crotch deep.
speaking.
Balls deep.
Ah.
Anyway, he goes, I have a speech, so shh. Otherwise I'll lose my place. He goes, I'm sorry we had to part under such terrible circumstances. The woman I was trying to woo was Petunia Fairfield, daughter of the mayor of this town. She was betrothed to a terrible man called Orpheus. He was unfaithful and cruel to her, and we planned to elope. Petunia, I don't know why this is his voice, but Petunia was to leave everything behind, her father's riches and all. But her betrothed discovered our plans and had me arrested.
Yep.
I was to be executed.
Yep.
A commoner like me attempting to kidnap, in inverted commas, the daughter of nobility, they said. But after a few nights in the cells, I was told I could go free. I left the prison to meet Petunia by the gates with her father, and a coach ready for me. They brought me here to Vandus and explained that in a rage of jealousy, Petunia's betrothed had attempted to kill her.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Luckily, the guards got to them in time, and Orpheus was killed attempting to escape. After hearing about the attack on Petunia's life, she told her father all about Orpheus and how cruel he really was, and that she really wanted to be with me. He was reluctant at first. Obviously, I'm not the ideal husband for nobility, but Petunia convinced him that I was a worthy husband. After that, we were wed, and I have been living here in Vandus ever since. I never thought that someone like me could have a life like this, but I guess miracles happen after all.
Gutted.
I only have one question.
And as he's saying that, the servant comes back with a tray of small cakes and warm wine and leaves the tray next to you, then bows and goes out. And a beautiful woman comes in.
Yay!
Let's have a look at her. Yeah, a beautiful woman wearing a fine purple dress that like shimmers as she moves. Her face is stunningly pale with ruby red lips, and her light brown hair is in ringlets. She walks over to Hanik, sits on his lap, puts her arm over his, and says, I see we have guests. Who is this?
Oh, old friends, you know.
Hanik just introduces you as Lyra,
Hi.
an old friend. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'll just kind of like look at Nick and go, why was I invited to the wedding, huh?
He goes, well, I went
Huh?
to Upton Fields in search of you, thinking that if you were around, that's where you'd be, and I thought I might find you, or maybe Master Margot, but all I found was some den called the Fox's Foot or something like that.
Yeah.
The gnome there, he couldn't help at all, so after a week I came back.
Oh, well, that's okay then. So you're
I
happy
didn't
and you're
completely
okay?
abandon you, I did try.
No, it's okay. Are you like happy? Are you okay here? Is everything fine?
I have everything I ever could have dreamed of.
Okay, goody. Okay.
He goes, my wife Petunia here is the most beautiful creature in the world, and her father has all the wealth I will ever need to live happy, old and happy.
Okay.
Maybe one day I will even become mayor of this town.
Wouldn't she be mayoress though? Oh no, it's not her.
No,
voice, is it?
it's the mayor's daughter that he's married to.
Okay, so Lyra just kind of stands up and goes, well, okay, as long as you're happy and you're in love, that's all right then.
Yes,
She's a
yes,
sucker
very
for
happy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go off and try and save the world and all that
Maybe
shit.
ask him for help.
Oh yeah.
No, you guys aren't there. She went off.
No, she just kind of stood up and just like, I won't intrude anymore.
Because-
Well, you know,
no, it's
I'm
no
off to
intrude.
save the world. Does that not like prompt any sort of what the fuck?
No, he takes it as sarcasm. He goes, oh, don't worry, come back anytime.
Oh,
We have plenty more cake.
I love cake. She just grabs a few cakes in like her arm and just goes,
I'm
cheerio!
sure Gundrick will like that.
Yeah, you take a few
I've
cakes.
got to go back to my friends now. Bye bye.
He goes, oh, well, I hope to see you again soon.
She goes
And
over and
Petunia waves you out as
and then
well.
walks off.
You gain 15 experience for resolving your storyline.
Woo! 19
I'm
out
leveled
of
up.
10. 20. Yes! Woo! And I have 4 left over.
So you guys are just finishing off your drinks. You've gone down into the cellar and you're just like drinking the last tipple of your bottles. I'm guessing you're just coming back now.
4. Yeah.
Lyra gets back to the Firefly.
Yay! She comes in with cakes and throws them at Grundrick's head. And
Hey,
passes one to
food.
Gideon. There you go, Giddy.
Oh, what a delightful looking cake.
Found my
By the
friend.
way, it is. By the way, guys, you are shocked by cake. Cake is really freaking rare. like of this
I've
one.
got like 6
They're like
of them.
they're not like simple. Put some wheat in something and add some milk. These are like French fancies. They're like the
Oh,
best
right.
cake ever.
This
I'm
cake
not
is
Have
delicious.
you had
Yeah,
cake
but
before?
dwarves don't eat a lot of cake.
Oh, yeah, you can get
They're like-
cake
they're like
in,
hardy
in,
meats.
In Abbotside.
Yeah, like,
What,
nobility.
cakes?
Yeah, it's too expensive as fuck.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's like-
I thought every time was just a little.
Actually, I'm gonna sell mine.
Don't you
Go.
dare sell yours.
Lyra.
Nah,
Eat it.
fuck it, I'm
Wait,
gonna
where
eat
have
it
you
and be really
been?
happy.
I kind of went to find my friend.
I'm just gonna leave
Oh,
while
you-
you have a chat.
You didn't know, do you, Grundrick? I've been searching for my friend. There was the whole basis behind why I was going to Upton Fields. My friend was arrested, but it turns out him and the one he was having the thing with, are madly in love, and it's so romantic, and they're so happy, and now he's married her. Didn't get invited to the wedding, but
I
that's fine.
take he's
think
a
I was under
noble
the
or
influence.
he's got royal blood, since these cakes are not what you'd find in any old rabble.
Yeah.
You do spy the cakes.
Yeah,
These
it's
cakes are of the
daughter.
highest of quality. They must have been made by someone with noble blood.
Yeah, basically, yeah, she was the mayor.
Not the sort of
So-
not the sort of thing dwarven nobles eat. I can tell you, eat like
What sort of
fine
things?
wines and strong meats.
I was just worried he was in danger, but he's
Oh,
not.
by the way, Grundrick, because dwarves have like a caste system of nobility. Like it's completely unheard of for somebody who wasn't born into a noble family to gain nobility. So you're like really confused at this concept.
Yeah, so don't worry.
I know. I
Basically,
was
my
born
friend
into a noble
was like
family.
me, and
I know,
now
no,
he's
but for the idea of an ex-thief to become nobility is like
Oh, right.
completely foreign to
How do you know him if he's nobility?
Oh, he was going around. He was my friend, my partner in crime, so to speak.
What?
Not that we ever were in crime.
Oh,
It was
did you
just
not know?
kind
Lyra
of-
used to be a thief. Quite a good one. Then she went really shit for some reason.
So you
Yes,
think
I
he's
could-
Then she started stabbing old
I
men.
can see now. I can see now. It makes perfect sense to
Killing
me that
children.
Lyra would be a thief.
I'm not a thief. I
No,
am
but you are a
thief.
murderer.
She's like, my class is rogue.
I am.
Just for the record, it's Leviosa.
Yes, I
Well, so long
am.
as she does not rob from me, I have no quarrel.
You owe me money.
For a beer?
30 for a night.
Really?
For a night, lol.
Fine. It's a debt made.
Yes,
I
it's
shall
10%
repay.
interest. She passes you another cake because she's got 6.
You just decide you have.
Yes, I have 6.
Okay, yeah.
Then she just sits down and stuffs
I'm
her face.
fine.
Well, thank you, lad.
Gideon's gonna enjoy his cake and he's gonna get out his
Everyone's
pipe
had
and smoke
cake.
some
No,
more
it's
Toby.
a complete mystery to me how someone from that lowly stature could become a noble.
Love. That's
Love beats all.
The power of love.
They-
Power of love. Don't need money. Don't need me. Just like
I've been able to think of love. Just a little bit of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. When we're ready till the sun goes down. I'll be able to think of love.
Let's stop. You hear banging coming from the roof above as the patrons go, shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Stop!
basically.
Have a time.
I'm super excited now because it's all nice and gushy and romantic.
I thought you'd like that ended.
Like, oh,
Aw.
love.
Hey, we've got an ally to go to if we need some
Well,
help.
I shall retire now since it's late. I want to head start in the morning.
By the way, there's just like 3 bedrolls set up for you with like a chest for you to put your stuff in if you want to.
I'm all scratched up. I will also sleep and rest.
I will too.
Okay, so you rest. You use up all the healing surges you have.
I get
So-
to full.
How
Right,
much
4?
damage have you taken?
I'm on 23 and I've got 4.
And out of
I don't have any healing surges, so do I even heal at all?
No.
I don't.
No, you heal to full. You probably heal to
I
full.
used
You
all
took
mine
very
to full,
little.
yeah.
But I get healing surges back.
Yeah. So you sleep. You use all your healing surges. You get a decent night's rest. So you have eaten also. So it's d6 plus 1 each. So Gideon has 3. Grundrick has 3.
Oh, that sucks balls.
Lyra, what are your healing surges? You have 7. You can chug healing potions to get other healing surges.
But when you
Yeah.
rest again, do you just get the maximum number of heals
No.
that you get?
You use all the healing surges.
I'll use one of a
Level
medium.
up.
I'll use one of a medium healing.
Lyra levels up. Sorry, we'll do this first. What are you doing?
I'm just rolling to see how potentially how much I can get.
Can I use one of a medium?
Let's do Lyra's level up first because that's while you're asleep.
Ah.
So you gain +1 to Arcana, weapon skill, or ballistic skill. Choose. So weapon skill or ballistic skill, I'm guessing. Your BS is only 2.
I'll do ballistic skill.
So you have BS3 and
You're bullshit, bro.
and you gain
Don't
D3
bullshit
health.
through.
You gain D3 health. I think bullshitting would come under charisma.
6.
You get free
So
health.
you gain 3 health. Your total hit points is now 41.
40 fucking. And I'm a warrior class.
And you're a level 6.
20.
It's 21.
You're level 6. Well, that'll be why.
She's now level
like
6.
3 levels
And
above
she
me.
now needs 35 to level up.
Yep, I've got 4.
I'm only level 3, aren't I?
Oh, wait a second.
I'm level 3 or level
Wait,
4?
Gideon's already like a level.
Gideon's already level 6.
Yeah, he's level 6.
Yeah.
Gideon doesn't need 35 to level up, he needs 40. I did that wrong.
Do I need 40 then?
No, you need 35 because you're level. Oh no, you're level. Yeah, sorry.
They're both on the same level.
Yeah, sorry. I had Gideon down as level 7 for some reason.
So he needs to get 35.
He needs 35 as well.
Right.
So they're level, both level 6 and level 3.
Yeah. So you wake up with a more, but you level up quicker because you're level 3.
Ah, yeah.
So you wake up with new experience. You feel great because you know Hanik's happy and he's not dead in a ditch somewhere.
Is she pregnant? I should have asked. Oh! Sorry.
Okay.
I don't mean it.
So Gideon wakes up. Its scratch is still hurting like shit. Does anybody want to use healing surges now?
I'll use some. I'm full
I
health,
think we
but I
should
want to
spend
gain
another
more
night
healing
in.
surges.
I think we should spend another night here so that I can rest up and like get some proper healing done.
You can do that.
Because otherwise, I'm just gonna I'm gonna die again.
If you use a potion, does that give you healing surges? Or does it heal you?
Using the potion gives you healing surges. A potion of restoration, which
Gives you
only
back
she
health
has,
points.
gives you health points.
Do you want to rest overnight?
Yeah, we'll have a little explore of the town
I
and
was going
stuff.
to say, you do have a potion. She has a potion of restoration and the vial of eternity. So you can make more restoration potions if you want to. Or you can just wait another night. I don't know.
We'll wait another night, but I want to go today. I want to have a look around the town and stuff.
Well,
and-
so I
Everybody happy with
won't
that?
use any
Yeah.
potion then. I won't.
Everyone happy with that? Okay. So yeah, like I said before, you go around the town. There is a Temple of Artemis, which is this big. It looks like a wooden lodge with carved animals all outside of it, and in the courtyard of it, there's this huge totem pole with all different animal hides and skulls like nailed to it. Like they obviously, like the hunters obviously like tribute to Artemis in hopes that their hunt will be good. There is a really old rundown magic shop called the Dryad's Finger,
Oh.
and there's several hunting lodges and several just generic shops.
I would like to have a look at the Dryad's Finger. It seems quite an old place. Might be some old magic still in there.
Okay, so you it's like a rundown old hut. It literally looks like a big shed. It's got literally the Dryad's Finger is painted on the piece of wood above the door, and the door almost falls off as you walk in.
Hello? Anybody there?
As you go in, you just see a jumble of random shit, not unlike the charcoal cauldron, but none of it looks sinister. It's not like shrunken heads or anything. And you just hear, "Hello."
Oh god.
Hello?
It's
Anybody in this
A
establishment?
hunchbacked old man with a long white beard and bushy eyebrows walks out
It's Sybil's
with his little
husband.
spectacle glasses.
Cedric.
He goes, "Oh, hello, young man."
Hello there, sir. Would you by any chance be a druid?
He goes, "No, I'm a wizard."
I'm a fine-looking wizard. Your beard is quite magnificent, I must say.
Why, thank you. I've been growing it out for around 80 years now, actually.
I will one day have a magnificent wizardly beard like that. Hail and well met, friend. Gideon Morningwood, at your service.
He raises his walking stick to shake your hand.
I shake the end of his walking stick.
He goes, "Well met, young wizard."
So, this is your establishment then?
He goes, "Yes, we don't get many wizards coming in here, but I have bits and pieces."
What are you a wizard of, good sir?
He says, I am a wizard of nature. Not a druid, mind you. Just a wizard of nature.
Do you by any chance know a wizard called Radagast?
He goes, Radagast. He's my cousin 6 times removed.
That's ace. I like that pitch, thank you. That's ace.
How is the old chap?
He's fine. He's fine. You somehow now melded with the Lord of the Rings universe.
Well, what brings you to the Dryad's Finger?
I was just wondering if I could peruse your wares, or maybe learn a thing or two. A wizard such as yourself must have bags of experience that a young wizard like me could learn from.
He goes, I did, once, long ago. Sadly, my mind is old and frail, and I've forgotten many of my spells.
Such a shame.
This guy's like 100 odd. He's like, he looks like a turtle.
Surely there must be. Like Master
Looks like someone.
Is he Master Roshi?
Yeah, basically.
Can he teach me a Kamehameha?
No, he looks like someone stuck cotton wool to the face of a turtle.
Well, there must be some wizardly abilities that you could teach me.
Like I said, not many wizards come round here, but I have a few things that the hunters use.
Excellent. Would you mind if I take a look?
Here, I'll see what I can find. And he starts to jumble around with some stuff. There's a weak silence potion, which makes you makes your footsteps silent for an hour. There's a weak animal communion potion, which allows you to talk to animals for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a compass, literally a compass, a bound ring of light, a lesser rune of willpower, and he says he can do it chanting, though his mind's not what it used to be.
Right. Okay. This compass, good wizard. I'm sorry. What is your name? I forgot to ask. Tell me.
Call me Nascor.
So Nascor, but this compass intrigues me. What does it do?
It's a compass.
Is it just a compass, or does it point to anything
It's
in
quite
particular?
amazing. If you put it in your hand, it will tell you which way you are facing.
Ingenious!
I know, it's quite good, isn't it?
Is it not magical in any way, or is it just a compass?
It is truly a spectacle.
Technically, will
Arcana check on the compass. It's a 5. It's just a
there
compass.
are no properties of the compass.
How
It
mu-
is literally a compass.
How much do you take from this compass, then, my good sir?
Ah, for a machine like that, 60 gold.
60 gold. Good sir.
Is it a deluded old man, or it's actually quite something special?
Is a compass a rare thing in this
Yeah.
world? Oh right, okay. I didn't know whether or not they were common or
It
not.
might come in handy.
It will come in very handy. You take note of which direction,
You're going in.
which direction the town is in, and then it means that you can always find your way back if you travel in that direction.
Yes, it does.
I know what a compass does. you just told me what a compass
So,
does.
Yes, in case you didn't know. In case our listeners didn't know either.
In case you were very uneducated,
A compass
you've now been
is
enlightened.
not.
As to what a compass does.
Yes.
Wow.
Well done, young man. I see you understand the concept behind direction.
Indeed. Oh, fuck this.
So, do you want that?
Oh, 60 gold is quite steep. Can I try a charisma test? See if I can. Come on. My charisma buffs. Come on. That's a 6. 7, 8, 9,
yes.
10, 11.
I might be able to knock a small amount off. How's 55?
Oh, yes, Lyra. I think this will prove very valuable on our trip. Can I have some gold?
I'll give you 50.
Excellent. Okay, I'll hand him over. I'll take the compass.
Make notes on your stuff. What
I'll
gold?
give you 49 instead, because that takes me exactly down to 200.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you 49.
Okay, fine. Compass.
So, how much do you have left, Gideon?
I had
Make notes.
60.
60.
65.
So you now you've spent that. You have 65.
No. Yes. No, 60.
No, you had 70. You had 65. And you paid 30 for your room.
Yeah.
No,
So you had you paid for his room.
No, I didn't. I gave
So you had
it.
35. She just gave you 49, and you just spent 55, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Maths!
35
you got
plus
6. You've
49.
taken away 6.
Wait a second. Minus 55 equals.
No.
You have 29 left.
Yeah.
You have 29 left.
Yeah, you
And
did.
he goes, good doing business with you. It's
Ex-
nice to see another wizard.
Excellent, excellent. And are you absolutely positive that there's nothing that you can teach me? No nature magic at all? Bollocks.
Just like I said, my mind is not what it used to be. I can barely cast a spell these days.
That is such a shame.
If you lose
My
your
wand's
mind,
even gone to the disowned walking stick.
so if you lose your mind, you lose your powers.
More like a
He's basically just gone senile. He doesn't remember his spells.
Oh.
more like a X wizard then.
Because in order to cast the spell, you have to know the incantation and the movements necessary to channel the energy.
If you can't
And
remember
he
it.
just doesn't remember it.
Okay, we'll leave the shop because it wasn't anything
So if
really
you do go
interesting.
insane,
I'm gonna just get in and go, that's you when you're 50.
Okay, so do you want to go anywhere else? There's a temple, there's...
I'd like
My
to
good
visit
dwarf
the temple.
Gudrick, I sincerely hope that is not me when I get to his age.
I may jest
Oh.
at the idea. It's funny.
So, Lyra goes to the Temple of Artemis. Are you guys following with?
Yeah, we'll go with.
yeah.
Okay. Let me change the music.
Anything to not to.
Wait a second, be patient, my young lady.
Okay.
Oh, I love this
Um,
music.
The temple is to Artemis, goddess of the hunt. There's a totem covered in skulls and pelts. As you walk in, it's relatively small. It kind of looks like a Viking longhouse, you know, that kind of look, like all made out of wood. It's got loads of animal skulls and antlers all over the place. There's pelts covering all the walls and things. There's only 2 priests that work there. They're both just fiddling around with books and things like that. Yeah, they don't acknowledge you as you walk in. There's a few hunters there all like praying.
I'll walk up, go up to one of the priests and be like, "Hail and well met, priest of Artemis."
He's pretty middle aged. He's got completely bald head and a trimmed brown goatee. He says, "Hello there, young pilgrim."
Hail and well met. This is Temple of the Hunt. Temple of the Hunt, you say?
Yes.
Temple of the Huntress.
Yes, a great temple to the god Artemis.
We were
Goddess Artemis. Technically.
we were we come here seeking information
Yes.
about the great forest that borders this
The Rulik.
this.
Rulik.
Rulik Forest.
Rulik Forest borders this town. We hear that a tower has been randomly materializes and dematerializes at random intervals. What can you tell us of this construct?
That tower is a blight upon the forest. It riles the creatures into a rage, and many of the fey creatures hate its presence. I advised our hunters to stay away from it.
So they started listening.
I spoke to some of the hunters in the Firefly, and they said that vile creatures emerge when the tower appears.
Indeed, they do.
Do you know of these creatures?
We only know stories of the hunters. We have heard many, many tales of all kinds of creatures. It would take an age to tell you all.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Interesting.
Primarily, they talk about large groups of beastmen and the wild creatures such as feral howlers, and even goblin camps have been sighted.
Goblin camps, did you say?
Indeed.
Where are the adversaries then?
If you would say that about a goblin.
So you
You
say
never faced a horde then, I see.
I'm a priest. I've never faced many things.
the fey creatures despise this tower. The fey creatures of this world can be powerful allies. Maybe we could convince them to be on our side when finding it. What advice would you have when conversing with these fey creatures?
Yes, it would depend what kind of fey creature you were talking to. There are hundreds of thousands of different creatures of the fey.
It's
From
Lumia.
fairies to redcaps. Some are malevolent, some are helpful.
Is Lumia a fake creature? Or is she?
Yeah, Lumi's a fey creature.
Oh no, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She's a small elemental.
Oh, she's not.
Oh, I thought she was a fey
She
creature.
can't get fey creatures in form.
Oh yeah, because they're physical. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
do you have no general advice when dealing with fey creatures?
Yes.
Or just to be on your guard?
Yes. Unless you know about the creature, I would say just be polite to them.
Is there any training you could possibly give us, or any pointers, advice,
Yes.
in order to help improve our chances with the fey creatures of the woods?
Yes. I know not, but we are healers. If you get hurt out in the forest, we may be able to aid you at a price. And I'm sure if you give an offering to Artemis, she will guide you through the forest.
What kind of offerings would the lady of the hunt appreciate?
Whatever you see fit. Normally it is the hide or skull or antlers of a strong animal, but gold or other precious items can also suffice.
Hey, give me a diamond.
Fuck off.
She doesn't have it with her.
Oh, do you not? Did you leave it in
I
the...
left them.
Gundry's just going to go to the altar and
I
just
put
like
them in
pray
item
and see what
frames.
happens.
Faith check.
12.
Nothing happens.
I think
Gideon's
I have
gonna,
exactly
Gideon's
minus
gonna
12.
go there and see if we can score a natural 20.
No.
It's a 9. No, nothing happens.
Lauren just stares at it and thinks, oh, what the fuck. It's 11, no.
You all go to the altar. It's this big altar made of antlers, so you all like pray for a few moments and then just like paying your respects to Artemis and then get up again.
Okay, well, might as well leave and see what else is about.
Yep. The only other things that are out are like hunting shops and just general stores.
Should I have a look in the hunting shop?
Go for it.
Just for a little
Just for shits and giggles?
You find a random hunting shop. There's just a guy there. They basically sell bolts, bodkin arrows. They have purification potions, which will heal like poisons and things like that.
I've got my
Yes.
healing rings though, which will stop that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Potions of resist magic.
For you, isn't it?
If anyone.
No, for
Oh, right.
anyone.
There's potions of resist magic.
Can't you have that?
Potions of resist poison. There's weak sleeping poisons, and they can do repairs as well.
Now we're up.
Interest in any of that?
None of my items are broken. That's the only thing I would be interested in.
No.
None of the items. Let's say none.
Yeah,
Nothing's
everything's
damaged.
alright.
Oh, that's
There's a
fine.
potion of resist magic that you might want.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
Yeah.
Gives you +5 willpower for the
You
day,
can't afford it.
but it's 100 gold.
No.
It's only gonna. I want to literally borrow money and then I'm just gonna hold one to people.
Yeah, that's generally. You like go from shop to shop to shop, and that's generally what you find.
It's legit really just a hunting town.
Yeah. Like Upton Fields is you've been a bit.
It's like a big metropolis.
You've been a bit spoiled because you're in like a major city where there's like loads of everything. This is literally a town. They have what they need to live, and that's about
What
it.
time of the day is it? Like the afternoon now?
It depends what time you got up. It's probably like 3 o'clock now. You've wandered around the town a bit.
Do you want to scout out the forest a little bit?
Yeah, we'll have a little walk to
Scout-
the edge
scout
of the
out the
forest.
edge of the
I'm not
forest.
going in because I'll die.
Yeah, then we'll head back, have a hearty meal and a good night's rest.
So you walk over to the edge of the forest. The forest is really, really dense as you look through. Like there's like all these weird trees that you've never seen before. Really thick canopy, like beams of sunlight coming down from it.
I like this music.
And you notice that you can see in the distance on your left-hand side that there is actually the beginnings of a big mountain that goes off towards the west. And you also notice that all the way around the forest are these stones coming out of the ground that come to about like chest height.
Just intermittently along.
Yeah, just like intermittently along. You recognise them as waystones.
What a waste.
They mark out the boundary of the forest.
I'll keep the forest in check. Yeah.
Basically, waystones are placed, and they channel magical energy and drain it from like natural energy and drain it. Because this forest is so magical that it will literally just overgrow Vandus if these waystones are destroyed.
Right.
So these are basically put there to stop the forest growing out.
Okay, makes sense. Kind of like the mushrooms.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
mushrooms, the
yeah.
very, very
Basically the same.
back in the fucking chronicles of our D&D.
But you also feel a massive impulse of magic in this forest.
And the clinical is fine with.
There's no sign
Does
of...
Gideon feel quite invigorated by this? By all the magical energy?
Wouldn't a waste
Yeah.
like...
Just like, Gideon's like, juicy.
Tingles!
But yeah, you can't see the forest you can't see the tower
You
anywhere.
can't see the woods for the trees.
You
Oh,
see a
but I
few
heard that
creatures
every
dotting in and
day.
out of the things things.
Fudge.
So we walk along for a little bit, just taking in the sights and the sounds and even the smells of nature.
Yeah. And basically, what you mean you walk into the forest?
No, fuck off! I'm gonna die if I step foot in there.
Yeah. So you walk around. The
Oh,
forest.
I'm gonna take note of.
As you walk around, you also notice that there's a river going into the forest from the southeast.
Okay. Can I make note with my compass that I got of like which direction the town is in, so that we know how to get back
If you
to
were
it?
in the forest, it would be to the south.
The town would be to the south.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now we always know to go south on the compass to get out of the place.
Yeah.
Where did the dog go?
That's in the middle of the map.
No, there was a
That's
dog.
the centre of the forest.
Yes, but
Vandus is here.
okay, I'm freaked out. So.
Yeah. So you notice that there's a big ass mountain that like
Oh,
grows
sorry.
into the forest on the western side, and on the southeastern side there's a river that cuts through the forest.
Are you going that way or that way?
It's flowing from.
Oh, you actually drew a little
the
compass
south.
on the map as well. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's growing. It's going from the southeast.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go and rest up again.
Go back.
Gideon's actually going to jug a health potion just so he gets the maximum amount of heals that
But
he
you're
can.
gonna.
Yeah, no, but I'll get more healing when I
Yeah,
rest.
you would.
So is it just D6?
Is it a normal health potion you have?
Yeah, I've got 2 normals.
I think you do. Yeah, you bought them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then yes, it's D6 healing surges.
So an extra, fuck's sake, an extra 2.
Yeah. And then you all just go back to the Firefly?
Yeah, we'll drink and...
Yeah, she's basically just holding you up.
Yeah, a
for
good
time.
meal and a good night's
So
rest.
she's
One
just
night's
she,
rest.
anything you require, ask her and she'll just give you it.
I get some
Unless you
that
like go, we need a dragon mount. She's like, where do I get one of those? So yeah, you go to the Firefly, you eat up, and you just have a night's rest. Yeah.
Yep. So,
Good carry there.
3, 4, 5. If I get 5 ones now, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh no, it's you have 5 healing surges.
Yeah.
So it's 10 dice.
Oh, it's 10. Oh,
10 dice.
so fully healed. Oh no, because it could
Because you
still...
potentially get 10 ones.
Yeah, okay.
So do you want to roll them in my
2,
little?
3, 4, 5.
Chuck them in there.
Yeah, it's totally fully
So
healed.
that's 10, 16, 19, 22, 26, 27,
Yeah.
28, 29, 30, 31.
So 30.
33 you get.
Hmm?
33.
Well, that brings me up to 36.
Okay.
36.
Yep, so you fall asleep and... Is that an episode? Yeah, it's been 56 minutes. So we will start off when you wake up and venture into the forest.
Excellent. Join us next time for adventure.
On D&D.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.